Hi, my name is Zach Nagel with Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. We're in a series talking about becoming a better athlete, and today we're going to look at shoulder mobility. Shoulder mobility is important in all sports. We use our arms to swing, throw, catch, hit. Even when we sprint and jump, we have to have good shoulder range of motion. If we lack this range of motion, we put stress on our neck, on our elbow, and our mid-back. So today we're going to look at some ways to assess shoulder mobility as well as to increase and maintain that mobility that we have gained. The first test we're going to use is a lat test. Now, Evan's going to set himself up on the wall, nice little quarter squat, not too far down. Make sure his back's flat against the wall, his head's against the wall. Thumbs will be pointing straight towards the sky, and keeping his elbow straight, he's going to reach all the way overhead and try to touch those thumbs to the wall and come back down. Now, as he does it one more time, we're going to look to make sure he can get his hands and thumbs touching the wall and that his low back does not come off the ground or off the wall. If he's unable to touch the wall, or his back comes off the wall, then we know that our lats are tight and we have to look at increasing flexibility and mobility within the shoulders. The second test we're going to use is just looking at general shoulder range of motion. Evan's going to make two fists. With those fists, he's going to take his right hand, reach all the way over and back and try to touch the back of his shoulder blade, between his shoulder blades, take his left hand and reach it up behind him. We're looking at the difference between the two hands. Now, as he goes back down, we'll do the same thing, and now we're going to ask him to come the other direction. The goal is to have equal distance both with the right shoulder on top or the right hand on top and the left hand on top. If the difference is greater than 10 centimeters, then we know that we have an imbalance and we have either an impingement or a tightness on one side compared to the other that we got to work on creating balance between. So our first mobility exercise based off of our testing is to do a lat stretch. Now, Evan's gonna set himself up in a half kneeling position, so knees are on the ground, elbows are on a table or a bench, or we got a box here, hands on a broomstick or a PVC pipe. And what Evan's gonna do is he's gonna keep these elbows at 90 degrees. He's gonna set his hips to his heels, keep those elbows bent. He's gonna try to reach those hands back behind his head and push his chest down, trying to extend through the spine. And he'll come back up and do it again. We can do 10, 15 of these. Hang out there for 5 seconds. He's really trying to push his chest down between his armpits towards the ground. Trying to maintain a nice flat back without arching too in his low back. So we don't want to stick his gut out, we want to push the chest through his arms. So based on our general shoulder mobility test, we know that Evan has some tight shoulders, especially with internal rotation. So one of the exercises we can work on is what we call a sleeper stretch. So Evan laying down here on his side, nice comfortable position. He's gonna have his elbow in line with his shoulder, just above it. Hand sticking straight up in the air. He's gonna take his other hand, put it on the back of his wrist, and gently push down, trying to get this right hand towards the ground. Nice gentle stretch. Again, this is a gentle stretch. We're not trying to crank on our shoulder, creating any kind of pain. We gotta have a good body position in which he's stacked right on top of the shoulder, so it's not out in front of him, it's not back behind him. Right, his shoulders are in line, right on top. Good gentle stretch. You can hold that anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. Doing 8 to 10 of those a day, especially with a tight shoulder for a throwing athlete. After practice, would be a great way to maintain that motion, increase quality of movement, and maintain that shoulder mobility. So to recap, shoulder mobility is important for all athletes, whether you're a soccer player, a basketball player, a baseball player, a volleyball player, or even playing football. We have to have good shoulder range of motion, full range of motion in those arms, and shoulders. So test yourself out, use a few tests we did today, test your motion. If we're lacking in those positions, try the stretches we gave you today. If you have anything else, or if you have pain with motion, come see us here at Parkview Sports Medicine, whether it's for performance training to increase the mobility and the strength in the shoulders, or if it is a pain issue, we can get in with our Ortho Express team and our physical therapist to get you sorted out and get you back to your sport.